Hey everybody, how's it going? I wanted to give you an update on the Stories and Sips Whiskey Club. I thought that I could do a few of these videos every now and again that keep you up to date on what's happening with the club, what we're working on, what's going well, what we have challenges with, but I thought give you behind the scenes information and maybe insights to what we're doing. And so this is the first one. So we'll publish them on Stories and Sips on Facebook, we'll publish them on YouTube, and we'll publish them in our Irish Whiskey Fans of America Facebook group. So I've got a list of all the things that I want to get through and kind of get you up to date on. So it's kind of the first real communication since our club launch last Friday. So first of all, massive thank you to everybody who joined our club since we launched on Friday. It's been an unbelievable response, a far greater response than we were expecting, than we were ready for, honestly. And but it's amazing because now that we have more than 200 members in our club already, we are ready to hit the ground running and deliver on all of our events and kind of projects that are coming up. So more than 200 members, that's the first update, which is amazing. That means that for most of you, you all would have qualified for that free copita, the free tasting glass. So what I'm going to do is work my way through all the email addresses, all the names, all the subscriptions, make sure we don't have any duplicates, and then those glasses will probably ship by the end of October. So as soon as they do ship, I'll let you know, and you can keep an eye out for those. So we're working through those names and addresses for those. The Saturday morning, waking up and seeing how many members we had got, two feelings, two emotions. One was excitement and elation. The second was panic and fear, because now we have to figure out how do we ensure that as many people as possible can get access to our quarterly tasting kits. And it's not like there's just an unending number or an infinite number of these kits available. So the biggest challenge with this club is the logistical nature of getting whiskey legally and from Ireland to the United States, and then getting it to you ultimately. And there's quite a few steps along the way in the three-tier system. So Saturday, panic stations. How do we ensure for our tasting events going forward are going to have enough to really meet the needs of the club? And we don't know if the club's going to grow over the next few weeks and months. We hope that it does. And does that mean we're going to need more and more tasting kits? In any case, lots of furious phone calls. Furious as in furiously calling, not furious emotion wise, very happy actually, but calling distilleries and brands, those who had expressed an interest in working with us, working with the Whiskey Club, asking them what they could do to help us, trying to figure out who is in a position, which distilleries, which brands are in a position to help us and to supply us and to create amazing tasting kits for us. The good news is we're absolutely covered. Irish whiskey distilleries and brands want to work with us and want to make sure that they deliver amazing whiskies and experiences for you, the Whiskey Club member. So the good news is we look like we're set for the next 2 or 3 tastings at least in terms of supply. Things could change logistics wise along the way, but again, I'll use these videos to keep us up to date. So our first quarterly tasting will take place on the 27th of November. First week of November, we will begin offering you the opportunity to purchase those tasting kits. We'll share links. Those will be emailed out to you. They'll be published in the members area on the website. So nothing will happen on those until early November, so stay tuned. I'll keep you up to date, and we'll be able to ship those out to as many states as is possible. I'm conscious that there are some of you living in states where we can't ship. That's really beyond our control. We'll do our best to get our whiskies to as many places in the United States as allow us to ship. And if you've got friends in other states, maybe they'll help you out. Our first official event that's going to take place in the club happens a week from today. And that's our first Meet the Maker event with Brendan Carty, the founder of Killowen Distillery. That's on October 27th at 7 p.m. Eastern. So we will publish that link to register probably tomorrow. So what day is today? Today is Wednesday, so we'll publish the link tomorrow, Thursday. And that also ties in with how we'll communicate these things going forward with you. So when you log into the Whiskey Club, it takes you to a page called Club-Updates, and there you should have all of the upcoming events. We'll publish things in there. We'll also send an email every Thursday. So every Thursday an email will go out to everyone who is registered as a member, and you'll get the links to register, the links to purchase where applicable, and so forth. We'll also put as many things on social media so that we can try and make sure you see them and you can take action when you want to. So that's our Meet the Maker event, which will be a private event. It'll take place on Zoom, and I'll share all the details of that with you tomorrow on Thursday. We had a great visit here at the house just 2 days ago with Brian Nation. Came by to shoot a quick video for us to talk about the cask that they're going to lay down for us, and we had a great conversation. I'll share that video with you over the next week. I'll publish that in the members area, and we'll probably share it on social media too. But one of the things we talked about was that there's been such interest in this first cask from Brian Nation, from Keeper's Heart and O'Shaughnessy Distilling, that we may want a second cask. So we'll be teasing, well, we'll gauge interest most likely during November. We won't be taking any payments yet, but we'll just be gauging interest in how many people might have an interest in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shares of a cask from Brian Nation. And so we might have an option on a second cask, maybe even a different cask to the first one. So stay tuned on that. But as the club grows and as the interest grows, we'll find ways to do interesting things to meet kind of the need of the growing club. So if one cask or one bottling isn't enough, maybe we can get a second one, etc. I mentioned emails every Thursday. They'll go out, so keep an eye out on those. They'll come from Stories and Sips. And, oh yes, the website. So I'm conscious that the website's not super user-friendly with logins and account details and where do I log in, where do I connect. We'll fix that over the next week. I took your feedback on that, really good feedback, so we'll streamline that so that in the navigation bar where it says Whiskey Club right now, there'll be a drop-down with things like login, account details, club updates. Everything will be available in one drop-down. It's surprisingly a little bit more difficult to fix that than we thought due to just some structural issues with the website. But that's in progress, so we'll fix that for you. Also, next week we will put our first member articles and member features live in our Stillhouse area of the website. So over the next 7 to 10 days, those will go live as well. And again, you'll get details of those emailed out to you every Thursday, and we'll share in social media everything that's happening in the club. So I'm just going to use these short videos to give you a quick update, make sure you're aware of what's happening in the club. If you've got any questions anytime, put them under the videos I post, shoot me an email, go to the contact form on storiesandships.com. There's so many ways to find me and our committee in the club as well, and I just want you to know that we'll be all over it from a customer service perspective. I want you to get the answers you want, and I fielded lots of questions on Twitter direct message, Instagram message, email over the past few days. We'll keep doing that for as long as is humanly possible, and if it gets to a point where there's too many queries, too many questions coming in that are just not, I can't handle them all myself, we'll create kind of a support system, a support ticket system. But in any case, we're going to get this right. We're going to do this right for all of you. So that's it. As they say in Irish, Shinné, that's it. Hopefully that gives you an update, and hopefully that keeps you up to date on what's going on in the Whiskey Club. I am so thrilled and delighted that you're part of it. I'm excited for what we're going to do together. I've had some amazing conversations since we launched with brands and distilleries who want to do really fun, incredible things with us, both in the United States and in Ireland. So I'm looking forward to sharing some of those details with you over the coming weeks and months. So until I see you again, Sláinte.